What's up, guys? Luckless Ninja here, bringing you a beginner's guide to Shen, the teleporting ninja. So this guy just owns the map. Shen is everywhere. That is his one job. So let's start out the game as we always do. Pick up some items. Gonna start out with Doran's Shield, Health Pot, Warding Totem. Pretty standard defensive top lane start. Gives you a bit of sustain, gives you a bit of help. And the damage reduction from auto attacks is going to be nice this game because we are up against Alessandra. So, ranged top laner, going to be able to auto us a few times, so the damage block will be nice. Anyway, as we're heading out here, let's take a look at our abilities. Our passive is called Key Strike. Every so often, Shen will get an empowered auto. As you can see, our hands are kind of glowy right now. That's how you know it's about to go. And when he hits something, it deals extra damage, that is a percentage of his health, and restores some energy. Because Shen is an energy champion, doesn't use mana, instead uses energy. As you can see, we have a max of 200, and we're gaining 10 a second. So, energy comes back much faster than mana, so you can throw out spells without worrying about running out of mana, but you can't spam them a whole bunch in rapid succession. So, we're going to pick up our Q here. It's called Vorpal Blade. Basically what it does is you throw out a little ninja knife, it stabs the target, deals a decent amount of magic damage, and when you hit the target marked by your glowy sword, then you gain health back, which is also a percent of Shen's max health, and it goes to anyone who hits the marked target. This can be very good for if you got like an 80 carry or something hitting on someone. It's like extra lifesteal. Very good. His W is a shield. Very simple. It's just a shield. Absorbs damage. Also, reduces Key Strike's cooldown by an additional second while this holds. So while your shield's up, you get more passive attacks. Or it comes up faster, I should say. So there you go. Throwing out the Vorpal Blade. And then your E is Shen's Taunt, which is really good. Basically, you just run forward. You run forwards towards an enemy, and you taunt them, and then you take less damage from them, and they can't do anything but hit you. It's good stuff. Alright, so this is going to kind of suck for a while, because we're up against Lysandra, who is a ranged top laner, and she tends to spam her abilities quite a bit, and is going to try to poke us out of lane. Now luckily we have our shield, and we do have our taunt, so once we get those, we can start going in on her. So if she gets a bit too close, going to jump her with our taunt, but I don't think that's going to happen. In the meantime, we're just going to let her push it up under our turret, or as close as it'll get to it. Alright, let's see. Can we get her dagger off? There we go. Want to be poking her back a little bit. Don't want to be the only one taking damage here. And while we are going to be taking a lot of damage here, we should be able to sustain it back up with our Doran's Shield and the life regen from the, from the Vorpal Blade. Forget what that one's called. It's the glowy dagger. Anyway, if I can get a taunt off here, it's really good. Dang it. Alright, so, jumping on her, hoping to pull her into turret range. Not quite enough, but close. So, we are sustaining back up. Gonna try to get most of these. It's gonna be hard under turret, but do what we can. Throw a dagger. Doesn't quite do enough damage yet to get those. Alright, level up our dagger again. So you want to max your Vorpal Blade first, because of the extra damage it gives. The lowered cooldown makes it easier to last hit, makes you trade very well. It's good. So, gonna run up, pop this one. Not gonna be worried about eating a little bit of poke from her. She's a ranged champion, that's basically all she's gonna do to us. Run up, taunt, throw up a dagger, and there you guys go. We're doing a nice amount of damage to her. Don't want to be taking too much on the way back, but we're going to be able to sustain this back up, whereas she probably won't be able to. So, throw that out, hit it, get a little bit of life back. Get our shield up. Get that one. And you do get life back when you throw out the Vorpal Blade, and it kills something. You don't have to hit it. It does give you health back when you hit something with the mark, but it also gives it back if you just last hit with it. So, very good skill. And as Shen's an energy champion, sorry, it's very easy to spam, and there's no consequence for doing so. So we're just going to use it basically whenever we feel like it. Let's see if we can pull her under turret here. Nope. Not going to be able to. Alright, getting all of these. Now that we do have the damage to do that, it's going to be real okay. She still has 2 potions to our 0. Hopefully jungler will come help us out here soon. Because really, Shen doesn't do too well against ranged top laners. He doesn't. Shen's best against melee fighters, because then you can just run up, spam your dagger. There we go, making her read a turret shot. That's what you can do with Shen. People underestimate how far your dash can go, so if you can get on top of someone and surprise them with it, you can get a good bit of damage off. Now let's see, Lissandra has teleport, so don't have to worry about getting ignited and destroyed. We now have our ultimate, so we can be watching for cross-map plays. Because what Shen's ultimate does is it lets him teleport to an allied unit after a duration. In addition, it gives the unit he's jumping to a massive shield. Which means that whenever something is going down on the map, where your team is looking like you're going to be in a bad situation, you just want to jump right to him. Which means watching the map as Shen and watching your ally's health bar is hugely important. That's one of the things you have to be able to do if you're going to play Shen. We are out farming this Lissandra by 2-1, which is kind of hilarious. We have double her CS, so I'm not too worried about this. And she's going to be a relatively easy kill if Kayle decides to come up here at some point. She does have her Zhonya's and her Claw, but I have a taunt. Kayle has a slow. Shouldn't be too hard for us. She does have her ult. I wonder if I could try to bait that out before Kayle shows up. But odds are, because this is top lane, no one's ever coming up here. Top lane is basically an island. There's not a whole lot of involvement with the rest of the map. Which is one of the reasons I like Shen. You get to do stuff in other parts of the map just by teleporting it out, and then you can jump straight back. So all our allies still fairly healthy. LeBlanc and Kha'Zix kind of going at it a little bit in the mid lane. But other than that, Caitlyn and Janna kind of bullying her. There we go. She's going to miss all her skill shots. Good on us. Alright, throw this out, start hitting this guy. Try to get a little bit of health back. So we have 53 CS to her 36. So we have a 20 CS lead. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. She's just about out of mana. Has 180. So she's got a little bit, but not a huge amount.
There is no dispute.
Alright, let's see. Nothing going down on the map. I mean, it's kind of boring at the moment. I'm just farming up. So, what are we going for here? We're going for our Triforce. Alright, ready? Alright, getting the turret shot off on her. There's her pop. Oh, come on, you didn't fall for that, did you? There's no way she was walking back. There we go. Like I said, very easy kill there. Jumping on her with my taunts. Gonna be able to get right on top of her. We're going to be leveling our taunt first for the lower cooldown, because being able to taunt over and over in a fight as this ridiculous, unkillable monster that Shen is insane. It's so good. And we still have our ult, so if anyone gets in trouble, we can jump in, save them. Alright, she's going to teleport back up. We are going to make her miss a few minions by pushing it out here, so that's good. Alright, heading back. We're going to pick up the Phage, going to grab some boots, and then let's grab this as well, health pots, and a ward. There we go. I was not paying attention. Dang, that was my bad. I was busy shopping, and they jumped on LeBlanc right then, so Mistake on my part, I will admit. Alright, watch this. Because I'm betting Kha'Zix wants to jump this. Alright, looks like Kha'Zix is going to back off. Look at this damage. Look at that damage. So, definitely out-trading her there. Just jumping right on top of her. I could be on my way if I really need to.
Press on.
Does not look like they're going to need me. Maybe? Yes. Alright, we're just going to ult her here and make sure she's okay. Cool. Get ourselves an assist. And just walk right back out. So, only thing I was a bit worried about happening there was them killing the Kayle. Getting ourselves another assist. So, we jump in, make sure Kayle can't die. And there we go. That's going to be 2 kills and a turret. 2 assists for ourselves. There's the Lissandra ulti. She's kind of spooked. And we ain't even got our Triforce yet. We're in a good spot, guys. So, dropping our shield. Using our health bot. And we just want to keep this out of our turret for the moment. So, are you guys starting to see what Shen does? We do a surprising amount of damage if they're not ready for it, especially if we can taunt on top of someone. Because after we taunt on them, not only do we take less damage from them, but they can't cast any abilities or use any spells to try to deal with us. Which means that they have no chance to react. This is why Shen is so very good against people like Riven. Because all of Riven's attack and defense comes from her abilities. And against Shen, you don't really have a chance to use your abilities. Because so often, Shen will try to trade with you with his taunt. Alright. LeBlanc wants to do something there. Ping missing here, so they know that Lissandra is quite probably there as well. We don't have either of our teleports. Looks like she's going to die there. Let's jump on top of the Kha'Zix here. Just bop him a few times. There we go. And then we're going to start sustaining right back up. Pop a health pot and be okay. So, if we can just get up here and throw a dagger at him. Since now we are up against a melee champ, this gives us a chance to just spam daggers against him. Over and over and over again. Just drop a dagger. And while each individual dagger might not do a whole lot of damage, it's just this repetitive poking that lets you do a whole lot. He's going to ignite. I'm flashing out of here right now. I'm still dead. Yeah. Okay. So, there were 3 of them coming. Saw the Rengar going. Saw him jump on me. Saw the ignite come off. Knew something was coming down. Did not honestly expect all 3 of them. That was a bit of a surprise. But, whatever. Means that my team is free to do whatever. 3 top. Take drag. Oop. Didn't mean to type in caps. But yeah, that's an absolutely free dragon right there. Alright, ulting in here. Making sure she's going to be okay. Alright. We should just be able to chase Lissandra. She's going to flash. There we go. So, using our ult just to make sure that, you know, LeBlanc doesn't die there. Alright, hang on. If they drop a ward, I could teleport in there if a fight actually starts. Alright. Let's see. If they can get a slow off. If they can get him to do something stupid. Oh, you're dead! There we go. So, as you guys see, they got just a bit too close. Underestimated the Shen dash distance, and we got right on top of them and stunned Rengar to his death. Alright, Kha'Zix is also going to die to our taunt. So, as you guys are seeing, they jump in, they think they're safe, and then I get right on top of them. And once I'm on top of them, there's nothing they can do. They can't react, they can't use their abilities, they can't use escapes. That's it. So, this is what Shen does. He jumps in, he teleports in, saves the day, and that taunt is so good. It's amazing, it really is. Just the amount of saves you can do to keep your team alive, to keep the enemy team from killing people. Alright, almost to our Triforce. 600 more. Things are looking good for us. 0-1 and 6. Been involved in all but 2 of the kills in this game. Well, for our team at least. So, we are everywhere. Shen is a huge global presence. And this is partially what makes him so good, is that he can be everywhere all the time. You know, he doesn't just have 1 teleport, he has 2. So when it's time for him to be there, he can be there. Doesn't matter if he has his ult or his regular teleport. It's really, really good. He's like a more protectory version of TF. Alright, gonna force a teleport here. Bop this a few more times. We're just gonna back off. Alright, tried taunting in there, seeing if she would jump in on us. Figured she might. Looks like she's not going to, however. Ult's up in 14 seconds, so can take someone out there. Let's see. Looking bot side, because that's looking tasty. But nothing doing just yet. And at the moment, I kind of just want to farm up for Triforce. Because after Triforce, we start doing some real damage. Because then you can taunt in, throw off a dagger, use your shield, and then that's 2 Triforce procs right there, giving you a decent amount of damage. All the while, you have your taunt and shield going. Oh, you missed. You missed. Using our dagger there, dodging her poke again. I don't know that she's necessarily trying to hit us with it, which I don't know why you wouldn't be. Looks like she's just kind of trying to push, which is questionable. As was jumping in on her there, but we're going to be okay.
So I go.
Really just saving up for the Triforce. Stuff happening bot side. Alright. Was checking that out, backing off, because if you get hit by hard CC, like a knock-up or a stun, while you're channeling your teleport, then it stops you from teleporting, which less than ideal. You're going to use this big ultimate to get down there. Oh, I got to ult out. Not ult, but... Alright, we're going to be fine. Just taunting out. Lissandra trying to fight us there. Not going to be able to do so. Tries to get a kill. Look at the rest of the map, see what's going down. We have a Triforce. We're set. So, Lissandra is going to be pushing up on our turret here, but now we have a Triforce. The damage spike here is absolutely huge. Alright, coming in. Alright, let's see. Hit him with that. 2, 1. Alright, he's gone. Cool. Alright. Alright, flash. Shield. Dang. Did not expect that much damage. Really didn't. Lissandra's going to take our turret because we're teleporting everywhere. That is the downside of teleporting all over the place, is that people can take advantage of it. They can punish you from going all over the map by pushing it up to your turret. Trying to take the turret, trying to deny CS. So she has finally caught up to us in CS. We still have 8 assists up on her, though. So we are definitely still in the lead here. Yeah, did not expect that much damage. Probably should have, because, you know, Kha'Zix isn't an assassin. It's his job to kill people, so... Ping him on my way here, because I want my money. She can go back to her jungle. Yep. Already has her full Sated Devourer. Kayle is spooky. Who else is doing well on our team? 6-1 LeBlanc, 2-1. Basically, everyone on our team's doing good. So, good job, team. But so, as you guys are seeing, Shen's job is to be a bodyguard. You jump in, you keep someone alive, generally just make life hard for the enemy team. And, because Shen has so many teleports from his ult and just the teleport summoner spell, you can just split push all day. really this is what makes Shen really good. Is not only does he do quite a bit of damage with his Triforce, gets very, very tanky with his shield, the life regen on his Vorpal blades, just everything that he does makes him incredibly tanky. He also split pushes very well, because he has these very easy to activate Triforce procs, in addition to being able to join every fight ever. Alright, gonna jump in here, gonna try to assassinate the Kog'Maw. There we go. So there's a dead Kog'Maw. Just gonna join our team again. And you guys see, we can still just delete people. We're incredibly tanky, but we still do a lot of damage. Alright, there we go. Taunting in. And they have to sit there and punch us. Now we're gonna do Dragon. Screw the Scuttle Crab. Get the Dragon. So this is one of those things that you eventually learn is when you kill people, you have to go for the objective. There's no reason to sit there and wail on the Scuttle Crab if there's a dragon sitting right here. You know? Also, worth noting, is came over to this side to block the Tahm Kench tongue, so that there was no chance of him stealing the dragon. A little thing, but important. Alright, so, what are we doing? We're picking up a Spectre's Cowl and some Merc Treads. Really, the only person who's trying to stop us is the, well, the Lissandra. So, also, the Tahm Kench CC is going to be annoying, so Merc Treads for that. So, yeah. Also, Spectre's Cowl, Lissandra, once again, their teleport person, probably going to be the one trying to match us in our split pushing, so we're picking up the, you know, the Spectre's Cowl into, what's it called? Why can't I remember this? Spirit Visage, that's what it is, to try to deal with her just a bit more. So, we have Triforce, and while Kha'Zix may be laughing at our old school build, we're still doing a lot of damage to these fools, being incredibly tanky, hard to kill. Alright, let's see. Let's kill this fool. I'm gonna let Kayle push on up. I'm gonna back off. If I'm right, Lissandra's gonna be coming up right here. TK's here as well. Alright, well, we'll just kill TK. Alright, this is gonna hurt a bit, but we're gonna be fine. There we go. So, Kayle ult, keeping us alive. Our tankiness making us a little bit harder to kill. Now, we have our ult, so we can teleport to wherever we need to be, whenever we need to be there. And that's 2 dead, so that's free split push for us. So, that's good. Alright, Rengar's here. What does he have? Hydra? Yeah. So, tried to fight him. We were 2 levels above him, but that's not going to be enough. We weren't going to get out of there, because no flash. I probably could have dodged the Bola if I played better, but that was tough. So, next, going for the Sunfire Cape. Why Sunfire? Well, armor and split push. That's really what we're doing here. Gives you a lot of health, gives you a decent amount of armor, and most importantly, it gives Shen an AoE damage that lets him clear out big minion waves with decent speed. Alright, so I can go in on LeBlanc. There we go. Look at that. Forcing her to back off. Alright, necessary flash. No, not at all. Not at all. Most unnecessary flash I've ever seen. But forcing his as well. So, worth, right? Alright, and now we're just going to push a little bit. So, we're Shen, so we can tank waves fairly easily. We aren't incredibly tanky yet, but we're getting there. Shen is an immense late-game tank. He's absolutely ridiculous. The damage you do with a Triforce is good, and you're hard to kill with that just off of your shield. But once you pick up things like your Sunfire, your Randuin's Omen, you become incredibly, incredibly tanky. Dagger's going to pick him up. Alright. And then that's going to be it. That's going to be the surrender. So, that's what you do with Shen. That's what you do. In lane, if you're if you're against a melee champion or someone you can just walk up to and spam daggers, it's a very, very easy lane to win. Because while each individual dagger doesn't do a lot, you can poke them down over a period of time. And even for a tank, this gives Shen a decent laning phase. After that, you start working towards your Triforce, you start working towards a Sunfire, if you want to go more tanky and still be a split pusher. Also of worth are things like Randuin's Omen, things like Spirit Visage. Anything that makes you tanky is very good. Because as you guys have seen, Shen is all about teleporting into the fight, getting that taunt off, letting his friends absolutely destroy whatever poor fool Shen managed to taunt. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Luckless Ninja's Beginner's Guide to Shen. So, till next time, go teleport. Be everywhere.